girls will really come my way. Every day seems a little longer. Every way love's a little stronger. Come what may, do you ever long for true love from me? There you go, baby. Here am I. Will you melt me so I could sit and cry? Well, golly gee, what have you done to me? Well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Love you like I
again, and welcome to another edition of Cars and Us. I am your host, Dennis Tate, for the next 30 minutes. We'll be taking a look at some real nice cars out here. We're back again at this cruise that we went to a few weeks ago out in Seacaucus, New Jersey, the Harmon Meadow Cruise. And again, we're in front of the Loews Theaters. It's a real great location. They cordon off and block off the entire parking lot here, and they hold about 250, 300 cars. So we're in for to see some nice cars tonight. In the background, I don't know if you can hear the music or not, but we got the Golden Gup. He's the DJ out here. And supposedly tonight, later on, is supposed to bring in Bobby Shannon from the former CBS. We'll see if we get a chance to talk to him. But meantime, we want to go out and interview some of these nice people out here and take a look at some of the great cars. So stick with us for the next 30 minutes. Last time we were over here, I saw this beautiful 1964 Chevy, and color grabs you. It's beautiful cherry red, white top, but it's unique because it's got white interior. Not too many Chevys were made, because I know I was building them back then. But we got talking to Jimmy Durkin, the owner, and Jimmy is from Patterson, and we want to get him on the show this week. Jimmy,
thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
You know, we had a nice conversation last time we're out here, and we got a lot in common, especially the music.
Absolutely.
And all the musicians that we know, and you know, you're a big oldies fan.
Yes,
and,
I am.
But you know, talking about your car, I know all about it now, but I guess we got to let the viewers in on the fact that you just got it recently, and I want to let everybody know where you found it, and you know what prompted you to buy it, and what you were looking for, and kind of the history about it.
Well, it started off, it was an eBay search, and I was checking around looking for a Chevy. Specifically, it has to be an Impala, because I'm a Chevy buff. So as I was searching, I came upon this. And after scrolling through 46 pages of photos of this car, my son, we were talking, my girlfriend, we were talking, and we decided it doesn't get any better than this. So I called the guy on the telephone, not even over the internet. I says, you're at a certain bid. I says, I'll give you your buy number. And the car came from California. And since I hit the circuit with it on June 18th, first time out, best in show, and to date, 8 trophies. So I'm very satisfied with the car.
Any reason you picked A64?
Size. I like the size. It's comfortable. It's a sharp-looking car. And when you look at this car, it says it. It's class.
Oh, yeah,
And
definitely.
That's
As I said before, I built them, so, you know.
well, you know,
I don't know
from the ground up, you know.
I don't know if I got this one or not. No, actually, we did find out that, no, this was not built in Tarrytown. This was built somewhere else, one of the other plants. But I know it didn't have the initial on it there for the Tarrytown plant. But the car you said came from California, but it's a California restoration.
Yes, absolutely. Numbers match. Everything's on the money. And the only thing that I changed on it myself, we just changed the brakes around from manual brakes to power brakes, and then we personalized it a little bit just to bring out the class of it. And now she's a Jersey girl.
Well, you know, you always have to add your own little touches, your own little details, and your own ideas, you know, which the brakes are, that's terrific. That's a great asset for sure. You know,
We updated, we
you
changed.
definitely want to stop.
We changed the wheels to 15s from 14s because of the discs. And we put the rally wheels on it, and it just enhances the beauty of the car.
Now the engine, it's 327 250.
Correct. Absolutely. And it's a 4-barrel, and it doesn't pass a gas station.
Is it that bad on gas?
I get about each show, quarter of a tank for each show.
Yeah, but that's going from where to where?
We'll say from my hometown in Patterson out here, or if I go down to Union, and so on and so forth. But the nicest feature about this car is when you're coasting and you're just traveling down the street and you hear the thunder of the mufflers and
The rumbling of the exhaust.
and it brings back the memories of yesteryear. Good, clean, honest living and fun.
You know what I forgot? I know we're going off a little bit, but while we're on camera, we're going to talk about the oldies. There's a show coming up over in our neck of the woods, over in New York, and I printed out the flyer. I forgot to bring it with me, but so I'll have to call you and get in touch to let you know who's on the bill and where it is.
Absolutely.
Because it drew my attention because of the groups that I recognized. And I know you're into them, and we talked a lot about that. But we got to get together and get you out over New York.
A blast from the past, and you got to take into consideration. You listen to the music of today, and you listen to our music of yesteryear. You can understand our music, you can dance to our music, and you can reflect. That's what it's all about. Yesteryear.
That's for sure. And for the viewers, so that they know you're reestablishing your talents in the musical world.
Oh, absolutely. 35 years later, I'm behind the drums again and going through it with my friends, and hopefully we're going to make things happen.
We talked about Murray. Murray is obviously with you.
Murray's with me. Angel, he gets with me, and matter of fact, we're going to be together tomorrow.
That's terrific because, like I said to you last week when we were talking, the invitation is open. When you guys want to come, get you over to New York and bring you into the studio, and we'll do a show or two.
As soon as we're ready, we'll be there.
Definitely.
We'll take you right up on it.
Jimmy, thanks for getting on camera with me.
My pleasure.
And, we'll be around, and we'll see you later on.
Good luck.
You. I'm in front of a 1962 Oldsmobile Starfire. Beautiful car. We've seen it every week that we've been out here, and never really got a chance to talk to the owners. As it turns out, I got a lot of footage of the owners because they're the dance couple that you people see on the shows that I've produced before. So I got Joe and Connie. Welcome to Cars and Us, and it's a pleasure for us to be out here and get a chance to talk to you guys. You're the stars out here. You're the dancing couple, like I said to you before. I have more footage of you guys dancing, and I didn't realize you had a car.
Oh. Well, if you have the car and you learn how to dance, you get a woman.
Hey, that's it.
That's what it is.
Connie, whose car? Yours?
No, it's his. Yeah.
How'd you get involved?
Well, I like it. I like it too.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Joe, what's your background? What's your history regarding cars?
Well, the first car I ever had was an Oldsmobile, so that stuck with me. And then I saw this in 1962. But of course, back then it was a little over my
an Oldsmobile.
And then I love cars. I love the old cars. I just love cars.
Do you have any background in drag racing or any type of automobile racing?
No. I got caught drag racing on Route 4 by my father. That was the end of my career.
Let me ask you, where are you guys from? We're on Seacaucus. Where are you guys from?
Elmwood Park.
How far is that from here?
10 minutes.
Yeah, about 10 minutes.
About
Stone's throw.
Yeah, stone's throw.
If you got a good arm.
Yeah.
Real good.
So where'd you find this car?
I found it out in Pittsburgh about 6 years ago. And I've been looking for a Starfire and almost had one, but it was a coupe. And she says, hey, you waited.
Convertible.
Yeah.
And I was very lucky enough.
It's a great color scheme. I don't recall the color, but you know, I'm sure it's an original color.
It's an original color. It's not the original color of the car. The original color of the car was black.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. But the guy that did it was worked for Chevy for 20 years in the parts department, and he just likes to redo cars.
So was this restored? I mean, this is a complete restoration, or is this, you know, an original?
Yeah, it wasn't a frame off,
Okay.
but he just did. I did most of the underneath parts.
Did you?
Yeah, but he did the body work, the seats in the front, and I did everything else. Rebuilt the engine.
You did?
Yep, had the engine rebuilt.
Are you a mechanic by trade?
No, not me. No.
You got to be mechanically inclined. You rebuilt the.
I didn't.
Oh, you had it done.
I had it done.
Okay.
Oh,
I thought you said you did.
Yeah,
My
no.
mistake.
No, that's okay. But I love it. It's a rare car, but it was my car back in '62.
This is a great cruise out here. I enjoyed seeing you guys. That's why I did a lot of video footage of both you guys dancing. You know, I froze the frame. I got some nice footage, which will be seen as we speak. You know, but I'm sure I'll get more footage when the evening, you know, starts to get on later on. When we get some, you know, different some dance music for you anyway later on. There was another couple too with you.
And
they
my
may be
friend,
here
they
later.
may be
You
here.
danced with I think you were dancing with the other girl too.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah. They're friends of ours.
They're
And
friends.
you're Richie, my cameraman, my buddy, tells me that you're Let East fans.
Absolutely. Go to Let East every year.
So that's why you're having fun out here with the GUP.
Oh, absolutely. The Gup is this is one of the best cruises too. This is a fun cruise here.
Yeah.
They really have.
Yeah.
We really have a good time here, but all cruises are really good because people are, you know, it's a camaraderie.
I know that.
And
I
that's
understand what you're saying.
It's
That's
so
what,
good.
that was the original intent of it. Unfortunately, I can't say the same thing back in New York. They've turned it into business in New York, and it's because of the fact that people are running these things are not in tune with the original concept, you know. Basically they're a bunch of wannabes anyway,
Yeah.
and they don't have the background with the cars, and so and they don't even know the music, so they can't put everything together.
Yeah. See, it's got to be the music,
right?
the car,
Exactly.
and the people, and the people.
That's it. When Richie and I do a cruise, this is the type of music we play, like the GUP plays, you know. Same thing, because that's what we like. That's
Yeah.
our era,
Goes
you
with
know.
the cars.
Yeah.
For sure. But a lot of people back in New York, they don't relate to it.
No.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, but it's
I know.
true.
But
Well, we're having fun out here anyway. Joey, it's been a pleasure.
it was.
All right, Connie.
Thank
Yes.
you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for,
And enjoy the evening, and we'll see you later.
okay.
Thanks.
With me is John Dee Cimino, and he's got a beautiful, nice color blue 1967, one of the most popular Camaros. John, welcome to Cars and Us. Nice to see you over here in Jersey. You know, we traveled from Westchester to come out here to see you guys.
We appreciate it.
Well, you know what? We like to give the viewers back in New York a little taste of cars that they're never going to see, you know, in another state.
It's true. When you meet at one place every week, you see the same fellas, but when you go other places, you get a chance to see other cars and different things.
That's what it's about. You know, I've covered just about everybody in the 12, 13 years that I've been doing the show, so
I'm sure.
I have to travel around a little bit now. But as I said before, these Camaros, they were popular a year. So let's tell the audience what's a little special, or what you've got in this.
Well, it's a 76 Camaro, or 67 Camaro, which is the first generation Camaro. The first off the line. This one here that you're looking at is Marina Blue, which is an original Chevy color. It has some engine modifications done to it. It's a ground-up restoration from the bottom to the top. If you look at the bottom of the car, it's just as clean as the top.
Now, let me ask you, when we're speaking about the motor, which V8 is this?
This is a 350. 350, but it has some goodies in it to beef up the horse. So it's pushing out about 400 horse.
Now, is it hydraulic lifter or solid lifter cam?
Solid lifter.
No kidding.
Yeah. And it's
So you don't mind adjusting those valves, huh?
I don't mind adjusting them. I like the speed.
Good for you. It's 4-speed car?
4-speed car, or shifter. So, and it's pretty much for the most part, it's an old school car, just modified a little bit for what I like.
How long have you had the car, John? Where'd you find it? And who did the restoration on it?
Right now, I own it about 8 years, and I used to restore antique cars many years ago for motion pictures. This particular car was done, though, when I got it, so I knew what I was buying, and I knew the fellow that I was buying it off of. He owns a body shop down south, and everything was just done right on it. I have a build list with every part that went into it, and virtually the car is a brand new car. Has all new sheet metal, all new interior, Emrond inside fender walls and frame. Everything is new.
How long did it take for the restoration?
The restoration is about an 8-year restoration.
No kidding.
This gentleman did it. He did it part-time.
So you weren't in any hurry?
I wasn't in any hurry, no. I wasn't in any hurry.
Couldn't have been.
No, but I like getting them that way, though, already done. I think, I like to spend the time inside the car. Driving it back and forth to a meet is the fun part of it.
Sure. That's if you got it, you got to use it. That's what it's for.
Yeah, I'd rather use it than be in a garage.
Working on it.
Working on it.
Right. No, you know what? Sometime the best way to do it is to buy them turnkey, especially for the viewers out there now that are looking to get cars or to get into a hobby. It's better for them to go out and buy a turnkey car. They'll spend a little bit more, but you know what?
You spend a little bit more, but it's it all comes down to if you order a part and then you have to send it out to have it chromed. It comes back, you put it in, it's the wrong size, send it back out. So there's a lot of pain in restoring an antique, or any type of a car, and it is time consuming and expensive. So one way or another, you're going to pay for it.
That's true. You either pay before or after,
Yeah.
But that's true. But you know what? Once you get it, you know the history behind it. It's you're pretty convinced that, or pretty assured that the car is a good car. So you're really not going to have any problems with it.
Yeah. And also too, I advise anybody, if you're restoring a car, do a build list. Sometimes you're in a hurry to get things done, but while you're going through it, write down what you're putting into it. Keep all the bills because that all adds to
the value of the car.
The value of the car later on.
Absolutely. Now, very quickly, you touched on a subject about doing cars for movies. What was that about?
Back in the 70s, I restored antique cars for a Chuck Hanna down in Paterson, New Jersey. We did cars for The Godfather, Godfather 2, Serpico. I did one of Errol Flynn's cars. I did one of Al Capone's cars over. I did quite a few. I did a lot of show
So that
winners.
must have been an interesting time in your life.
I enjoyed it. I loved it. Every weekend I had a different car, and they weren't all mine, but I enjoyed them all.
Did you ever get a chance to meet any of the actual celebrities that drove these cars that were involved with them?
Sure, I was involved in driving the cars down to the sets and everything, and it was quite interesting to get to meet all these people. Yeah, do a little hop-nobbing.
Did they give you a little bid part?
No.
No, huh?
No.
Weren't that lucky?
No, wasn't that lucky.
John, it's been a pleasure.
Same here.
All right. We love coming out here. You guys are great out here. Thank you so much. Good luck with the car.
Okay, thank you.
Over the many years that I've been doing this show, I've never asked the guest about the price of his car, how much he has in it, or anything to that effect. But this is an interesting interview with Bob Ringwald. He's over here from Newark, New Jersey. And we're going to talk about the 50 Ford that he has here and the history behind its birth, so to speak. And we're going to get into price too, because Bob wants to give the viewers a few pointers. So we're going to welcome Bob to Cars and Us. Thank you very much for joining us. And it's a real great cruise out here. We saw you out here 2 weeks ago, but didn't get a chance. It was dark. So fortunately, we get a chance to get some light and videotape your car and have you explain to the viewers the mystique about this 50 Ford.
Big mystique is it was laying in the woods for 30 years.
Is that right?
Yep. The car is strictly a junkyard car. Everything about the car is out of the junkyard.
That's what you were telling me about off camera, so the viewers get an idea that this was completely built by you.
Yep, completely.
From all junkyard parts.
All junkyard parts. Motor, transmission, rear, subframe, everything's junkyard. To this day, the front end has not been lined up, and it's perfect.
No kidding.
Absolutely.
You had no machine at all?
Nothing. Nothing.
Did everything by eye?
By eye. Well, no, the front end was lined up in the Camaro. It's still lined up in there.
And so you know where it came from. You knew that it wasn't wrecked.
Oh, no, it come out of a car in a junkyard. But, I mean, you can obviously see it's not wearing tires out. It's fine. Everybody thinks you need everything brand new. Not me.
How long did it take you to put this together, Bob?
Well, I got a bad back. Basically, once the frame was done, I assembled the car in a month. Not painted, not with that interior. But basically a month to where it was drivable.
So you worked steady on it. I mean, you went and collected parts and went to work on it right away.
I did the part collecting after I bought the car, and like over the period of a year, maybe I got all the parts. Swap meets, junkyards, you know.
Now, this is a typical old-style hot rod where it's a Ford with a Chevrolet engine in it.
Right. It's got a 350 Chevy, 350 turbo trans, and a Camaro rear. And with power steering, power brakes, tilt wheel.
No kidding.
Power seats, power trunk, television, and I'm sure there's other things air, little air ride in the back. I pull a button, the back of the car goes up in the air.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And you did this all in a month?
All in a backyard garage.
Wow.
No fancy tools, just what any guy got in his garage.
So now we're going to get to the point where the viewers, how much does it cost to build a junkyard car?
I have in this car right now, it's about $7,500 with the paint. With the paint. I know guys that spend more than that on their motor.
That's true. So, viewers, here's a car for $7,500 that Bob Ringwald built in a month, all by himself. And this car is, it's a real super nice cruising car.
And it's been on the road since February 3rd, my birthday of 1998.
Is that right?
And to this day, I put a taillight bulb in it.
I was going to ask you that's all.
I beat it to death. I race it. I smoke the tires.
Do you?
Can't hurt it.
Have you raced it at the track?
No.
Just on the street?
I can't race it at the track because it really doesn't have traction for the track. It'll just smoke the tires.
Okay.
The first guy that runs me is going to beat me just because I can't.
Right. You can't get off the line.
It just blows the tires away. And I have a hell of a time with it. It's not for sale.
And you enjoy it. That's terrific. No, you know what? It's a real throwback to the 50s, and it's really what the cruising started off as.
But the only good thing about this car, like my two friends here, they were on the highway. I went by them,
yeah.
You know, and it's comfortable. As you see the interior, I got Chrysler New Yorker seats in it. I sit there with one hand on the wheel and just dream and go. And never have a problem with it.
Bob, it's a pleasure, and it's really an interesting interview, and it's a pleasure having met you this time anyway. You know, we didn't want to really let you get away. You know, the sun's going down. But